Morning, guys. July 31st, 2024. This was my shop computer for the last 5 years. I was able to plug the television set into this port and then put YouTube, whatever I wanted up on there. Listening to old-time radio, old TV shows from all the way back to the beginning of TV. I mean, even Bad Chad out here. So, unfortunately, it got to the point, I guess once the battery goes totally bad, it won't even turn on. I brought this other computer I had out, which is similar, older, and first thing it did was ask me for my password, and it says hint cat. And damned if I remember the password. Oh my god, that was years ago, so hopefully I wrote it down in my book. I do have a book where I keep my passwords. I try to use all the same password for everything, but they tell me that's not good too, so they have to make new ones. So I keep a book, and then now I guess they have an algorithm, it'll make the password for you, and it's, if you don't write it down, you'd never figure it out because it's all figures and numbers, and I don't know. The technology's getting ahead of me. I found out that my newer computers that I bought online, I paid like $340, I think, for the one I'm recording on right now, and the one behind me was about the same. But they don't have the technology in the chip to plug that TV in or to plug a video camera into it and put that stuff online. They're really just for entertainment, what I use it for. I mean, to get YouTube or Facebook or whatever. Research. But there's no technology to allow me to plug my television set in and watch YouTube on the big screen. So, been out picking up the brush around the yard. I've got a big pile there. Still got a pile in the trailer. This one's all loaded with poison ivy. So I just tilted the trailer up. And I'll just let that dry in there. Eventually I'm going to burn all this off in my fire pit, which is over there. My little fire barrel, which is half a 275 drum. When I built this trailer, I mean, it's really crude. You can see all my... But, man, I've hauled way more than that axle was supposed to have on it, and it's still together. It used to dump. You can see the second frame here. You can see I cut it off with the torch and just... I built this thing kind of fast. I needed a trailer that would dump so I could haul brush off to the dump back when Tiverton's dump has closed now. But it's just a half-ton axle. So I make sure the oil stays good in there. I haven't had any problems with it. It's been a good trailer for what I use it for. I can get a yard of gravel in that. It squats, but it takes it. Got a little more brush over there to pick up. But my backyard, as you can see, is all cut back to the hill now. I can see the stones in the hill. I can see the rat holes, possum holes, all kind of animals get to living up in those holes. I take rat poison and tuna fish and I feed them. I put it right up in the hole, give them a nice little midnight snack, and then usually the hole smells for a little bit, and then now the poison that I give them actually dries them right out. It dehydrates them. So starting tomorrow will be van month, and I don't know what happened, but transmission puked on a hot day. It was like 98 degrees, and I came out and there was a puddle, and that puddle has spread a little bit now with the condensation. I think I know that the guy who owned this was not a real good mechanic because I had to change out. Remember the hand choke that was all snaked under the dash, and it was like so hard to pull on and out. I replaced that with an electric choke and replaced the vacuum hoses that he had cut off and everything for the EGR and all that. I replaced all that. So a lot of the mechanic work that the guy who owned this did wasn't too great, but made my list. I've got all my sandpaper. I still got to buy some more paint. I need to get more blue paint for the bottom. I don't have enough to paint the whole thing, and then I need a little more white for the Apache. But this is going to be starting this month. I'm just about finished with my yard work. I've got some painting to do on about a 25 foot by 20 foot section. I have to finish up, and then I'm going to be looking pretty good on the house and yard out from Rusty, Rhode Island. Hope you guys are enjoying your Wednesday.